Welcome to Toffee TV. Here's the match reaction. West Ham United 1, Everton 1 at the London City Stadium. Not a very good game, let's be honest. Really poor, the quality, I thought, anyway. Everton made a couple of changes, obviously enforced changes. No Richarlison in the squad, no Gylfi Sigurdsson in the squad either. Moise Keane came into partner Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Fabian Delph came in to partner Tom Davies in midfield, and there was a recall for Yerry Mina as well at centre-back. It just didn't start the game very well at all. West Ham were a better side. They got to grips with the game, seemed to have a lot of energy, pressed quite high in the first half, and we just couldn't really get into our stride. There was a couple of moments where we got in and around the box. Some nice play from Bernard, Luca Dean hit a couple of crosses in, which we possibly should have done better with. Dom almost got on the end of one, and Walcott certainly should have. He hit the target, but it was more of a back pass. He should have really put his foot through it. And other than that, Randolph didn't really have that much to do. We enjoyed a bit of the possession, but West Ham certainly looked a little bit more dangerous. Seb Haller flashed the header just wide. And, they'd always looked a threat with Robert Snodgrass. Always plays well against Everton for some reason. He was decent for West Ham. Lanzini obviously can pose a threat. But, I don't think there was much quality from either side. They kind of cancelled each other out. But West Ham took the lead. Silly foul by Fabian Delph gave them the opportunity to put a ball into the box. Snodgrass, who does hit a good dead ball, fired it in, and Issa Diop was on his own and planted the header past Jordan Pickford, and we're 1-0 down. And you'd have to say at that point West Ham deserved it, and it was a case of, can we pick ourselves up? We did. We got ourselves level off a set piece, which is incredible for us. Off a corner, Luca Dean corner in, Holgate flicked it on, and there was Dominic Calvert-Lewin to head in at the far post and draw us level probably against the run of play, really. Jordan Pickford made a brilliant save. Absolutely great diamond head. I think it was 4-0 with the diamond head, and it was a brilliant stop by Pickford right on half time to get us in at 1-1. And we were fortunate to go in at 1-1. There's no point, making any bones about it. Second half, I think we controlled the game a bit more, certainly possession-wise. We had a lot of the ball. Again, Pickford had to make a save. Snodgrass shot deflected and he pushed it wide. But Everton were disappointing in the final third. With just flashing shots over the bar, rash decisions when we broke. There's a few times we broke on West Ham, and just a wrong choice of pass let us down. Anthony Gordon came on for Bernard at half time. I'm not sure whether Bernard had took a knock or was feeling something, because he wouldn't have been the player that took off. But it was good to see Anthony Gordon getting his opportunity. Jibble Sidibe come on and made a difference. A little bit of a difference going forward. But the only substitution that really was disappointing for me was bringing Oumar Niasse on for Moise Keane. Keane had looked very lively first half. Second half, he wasn't in it as much, but I still think he was working hard. I just think when Niasse come on, we just lost that extra little bit of quality. There was some poor performances for me. Seamus Coleman, I didn't think had a very good game at all. Walcott didn't have a very good game at all. Dom wasn't in it, which was disappointing. Moise Keane wasn't, so maybe you can understand why he put Niasse on, maybe fresh legs last 20 minutes or so. But I think once Niasse come on, we went a little bit ragged. But you'd have to say at the end of the day, a 1-1 was probably a fair result. You look at the stats up there, Everton have shaded the possession. West Ham have had one attempt more than Everton. 1-1 was about right. It wasn't a great game at all. And both teams just take a point from it and move on. From our perspective, hopefully, we will have Iwobi and Richarlison fit for the visit to Newcastle on Tuesday. And if we can beat Newcastle on Tuesday, then 4 points from these last two games will be a good return. It'd be 7, wouldn't it, from 9 since the Manchester City defeat in the league. So that will be a decent return for us, and we can you know, continue to try to amass those points. But 1-1, fair result, awful game. Let's move on to the next one. Biggest plus I can say was that even though Dom didn't have a very good game today, he's on the score sheet again, and that's what we want. We need our strikers scoring the goals every week, so made up for him. It's ended 1-1 there. That's my thoughts. Make sure you give Ped's match reaction a watch as well. Subscribe if you haven't. Join us on Patreon and give the video a thumbs up when it takes a sec. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend. See you later.